Jin-woo's rise to power in solo leveling is nothing short of legendary. But what about his father? Il-Hwan, the man who disappeared into a dungeon and returned years later, shrouded in mystery. Just how strong is Jin-woo's father, and what role does he play in the grand scheme of things? Today, we dive deep into his powers, abilities, and significance in the solo leveling universe. To understand Il-Hwan's strength, we need to go back to the moment he disappeared. He was an rank hunter, already among the strongest when humanity first started awakening. However, during an expedition into an S-rank dungeon, he never returned. Everyone assumed he was dead, until he suddenly reappeared 10 years later. But he wasn't the same. His body had been altered, his aura was different, and he carried an otherworldly presence. This wasn't just a missing hunter returning. Il-Hwan had become something far beyond an ordinary human. Upon his return, it was evident that Il-Hwan was no longer just an rank hunter. His abilities had reached a level where he could single-handedly battle high-ranking hunters with ease. Here is what makes him truly formidable. 1. Enhanced physical strength. Il-Hwan could overpower high-rank hunters with brute force alone. His agility and reflexes were leagues beyond what he had before his disappearance. 2. Immense mana control. He could wield vast amounts of mana, suppressing enemies and exerting pressure that only S-rank hunters and national-level hunters could withstand. 3. Resistance to Monarchs. One of his most astonishing traits was his ability to resist the Monarchs, the godlike beings who were waging war in the shadows. Despite not being a shadow monarch like his son, Il-Hwan had enough power to withstand their influence, something only a handful of individuals in the world could achieve. 4. Immortality and regeneration. After spending years inside the dungeon, his body had been modified by the rulers, granting him superhuman resilience and an enhanced healing factor, allowing him to sustain severe damage and recover quickly. 5. Comeback prowess. Having battled high-tier beings for years, his fighting style became more refined. He could take on multiple elite enemies at once, using both raw power and superior strategy. Il-Hwan wasn't just a rogue hunter. He was sent back for a purpose. The rulers, celestial beings opposing the monarchs, chose him as their agent to keep watch over Earth. His main mission was to protect Jin-woo until he was ready to take on the Shadow Monarch's mantle. His battle against the Frost Monarch showcased his true strength. He fought on par with an extremely powerful monarch, holding his ground longer than most S-rank hunters ever could. This fight alone proves he was at least at a near national-level hunter ranking, possibly stronger. Now, the big question. How does he stack up against his son? While Il-Hwan was immensely powerful, Jin-woo had surpassed even the strongest beings in existence. As the Shadow Monarch, Jin-woo's power dwarfed that of his father. However, Il-Hwan's ability to fight monarchs without being one himself speaks volumes. If Jin-woo had never become the Shadow Monarch, his father might have been one of the strongest protectors of humanity. Il-Hwan was more than just Jin-woo's father. He was a warrior chosen by the rulers to stand against the ultimate evil. His strength, experience, and sheer willpower made him one of the most formidable figures in solo leveling. While he was ultimately overshadowed by Jin-woo's insane growth, his legacy as a guardian, fighter, and father remains one of the most significant aspects of the story. What do you think? Could Il-Hwan have reached even greater heights if he had more time? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more epic anime and manga breakdowns.